Hey, Brandon here, and today I am on top of Vail Pass. And if you've driven around at all in the Colorado high country, there's a good chance you've come through here too. But when you did so, did you know that you drove through one of the most historic sites in all of Colorado? It's not your fault if you didn't. There's no sign, there's no marker, there's nothing that tells you what happened here. So let's go check it out. So Interstate 70, or I-70, was built in the 1970s, and it's the main roadway across the Colorado high country. Annually, I think it supports something like 13 million vehicle, tourist, commercial traffic. So the Vail Pass section itself is actually built on top of the original Ute tribe mountain pass that enabled those nomadic hunters to be able to go from valley to valley in search of game. So in planning the pass, the Colorado Department of Transportation, or CDOT, decided to put a rest stop right at the top of the pass. But before they started construction, they actually commissioned a 12-week archaeological dig at the site. What the archaeologists found was pretty incredible. So just walking through there and seeing the placards, it's really surprising and disappointing that there aren't any placards regarding the archaeological dig and what they found. The placards that are there kind of cover the flora and fauna, some of the animal tracks that you might see up here. But I think that does a real disservice to the archaeologists and the work that was done here, because what they found in the evidence of people that were here going back 8,000 years was pretty surprising. They found evidence that this area was used not only for hunting, but also for processing of game. And in doing so, they were able to find, charcoal fire pits. They were able to find pointed projectiles. They found rock scrapers and lots of evidence of human activity. Most importantly, they found pottery. And pottery is kind of an interesting find up here. I mean, we're above 10,000 feet. Obviously, it can be a pretty harsh condition. And pottery is usually heavy. It's awkward. It's not something that you're going to travel all of the time with. So these weren't necessarily just hunting parties. These were likely tribes, families, larger groups of people that were coming through here. And we know that they were heading out towards the area around Breckenridge. Breckenridge is where large herds of... Thanks. So I was able to find a single historical marker up here at the pass right over there. And it's got a couple of panels on it. One details the story of the 10th Mountain Division that trained up here for the Second World War over at Camp Hale on the other side of Vail Mountain. And then there's also a panel that talks about a photographer that came up here in the 1870s and took a really iconic picture of the Mount of the Holy Cross, which is kind of a weird geological anomaly where the crevices at Mount of the Holy Cross kind of line up in the form of a cross. And both of those are incredible stories, and they're really neat. But not to mention the fact that the Vail Pass Camp was found here, and that there's evidence of human life dating back that long. I think it's a real tragedy. In fact, there's very little information you can find out about it. There was a paper written by, I think his name was Jonathan Gooding, in 1981, who was part of the dig, and it was commissioned by CDOT as a paper detailing the findings. It's really hard to find that paper online. And there's a few articles that are around about archaeology in the high country. But yeah, what an amazing opportunity missed to highlight something that's so unique and the first evidence of human life and human activity here at the top of the Rockies. All right, so thanks for coming along today. And yeah, subscribe if you're interested. We'll continue to explore Colorado and Colorado history. Right on. Until next time. Later.